That's the Stream Deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
Someone doesn't sound too
Yes.
sure about that.
He's so mad.
He's about to drive a Ferrari F430.
Yo. Welcome back to Any and Everything podcast. I'm your host, Ralph, here with my boys, Mo and Mark. Zoe took his kid to Monster Jam, so he's trying to get up out of there so he can get on the podcast. Probably catch up with us once he's in the car. But I know it's been a long stretch, man. It's been a minute since we've been on. A lot has happened. A lot has been going on. So, what's good with y'all, man? What's good, family? How's everybody been, man?
I'm here,
Cool,
man.
bro. Yeah, that's
We're here,
cool.
man.
Sorry, I'm not
Okay.
looking at the camera. I'm still sending out invites to the podcast, trying to get some folks in here. So give
No,
me a
it's
minute.
all
I'll be right there.
no, you good, you good. I know usually I have my background and everything up. Right now it's blurred. I got a lot of stuff going on in the back. A lot of things have changed since the last podcast. I'm not streaming from the same area anymore. I'm in a completely different room, new office. But right now it's kind of in shambles. Missing a door for my closet being painted right now. So it's a lot of little things, a lot of things that are like I said are changing and have changed, and a lot to really catch up on. Um, I don't know if anybody else wants to go because I got a lot to talk about.
I
Mark,
mean,
All right, I'm here.
you want to go, Mom?
Go ahead,
I
Mark.
mean, I,
No,
I, I
go
don't give a shit. I'm chilling, man. I'm just.
ahead.
what's been going on with you, Marcos, man?
Yeah, what's going on, Mark? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Here, man.
I ain't been on
Here,
here
man.
in a minute. I got a lot going on. So what's good with you?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Sound like you got a lot to say too.
It's just, I mean, like I said, we're really here to just, I'm really here just to address a lot of things as far as like just the recap and things of that nature. For the
All right.
feedback that we've been getting.
Let's
Yeah, that's what I'm
let's
saying.
go
Like I
ahead.
said, I'm good. I'm good, but I'm gonna let y'all go ahead
All
and
right.
speak so we can double.
Let's push it out. What we do for the week, right? So starting from Sunday to Sunday. So for me, I didn't do too much of nothing. I did go to work. You know what? I actually been on my Netflix and anime spit for a minute. I didn't watch Solo Leveling, Hell's Paradise,
See,
Mashley, and what's the other one I watched?
Ju-
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Just Kaizen, yeah.
Yeah, I watched the crap out of that. So I got to watch the season 3 of and it looked like it's a full blown movie. It's like an hour and 30 minutes long. So when I'm done with that, then I'll be happy. And Avatar just came out, so we started that 2 days ago, like the last Airbender for Netflix. So it was hype to see that, and it's actually pretty accurate compared to M Night Shyamalan's version of it. Was horrible. And
That's just
secondly, I've
trash.
been playing that Final Fantasy 7 demo. My life is over when that game come out next week. So I'm just letting y'all know now.
I, I hear you on that, man. I hear you on that. As far as this week,
Chris, what's happening?
for me,
LV, what's happening?
more pretty much the same. I'm not gonna say I hadn't really done much. I worked. I worked, man. I actually worked yesterday. I worked on Saturday, which I usually don't do, but I had to move some people around. We were shorthanded, and I'm not going to demand my employees to work on their days off without a heads up. So I went in, stepped up, you know what I'm saying, and tried to help everybody out as much as I could. I'm not saying I was the best help, but there was help, and my guy didn't have to do it solo. Um, Chris, yes, I went on vacation. Vacation slash a wedding. I was in the Dominican Republic. So this is something else that's happened since the last podcast. I came back from the Bahamas. Of course, lost my phone. I'm swimming with Ariel and
Carly, what's happening?
everything. What's good, Carly? And then about a month later, we turned around. We headed to Dominican Republic for my people's wedding. Um, the DR was absolutely beautiful, man. It was amazing. It's kind of an eye opener though, from the airport to the resort. Man, it was like bombs over Baghdad over there, man. We in the car. I'm like, man, whatever you do, don't stop this damn bus from the airport. But I thought we hit with a random drive-by or something.
Let me tell you
It was
something. Ain't
a
nothing
lot
more
of
scarier when I was over there in Saudi Arabia, right? And we were going into the Intercontinental, because I was doing business over there. And ain't nothing like you pulling up at the gate and they put the bomb detector under your car to search. I was like, what y'all doing? No, take me back to the United States.
hey,
That's the
hey, they
worst
took
feeling in
pictures.
the world.
They did take pictures of the vehicle, us in it, and the license
Yeah,
plate and everything. So I get that. Um,
yeah. But
then
once I got there, it's like you. Once you get there, you feel safe. You know what I mean?
right,
And
I was
it's the
there.
head
Oh,
all
dude,
walled off. Yeah.
a lot of alcohol was consumed. A lot
We
of
had an all inclusive,
alcohol,
right?
all inclusive. A lot of alcohol
Yeah.
was consumed. Then I got back to my guys surprising me. They pulled up from
It wasn't a
Detroit.
surprise no more.
Well, it was still a surprise, you know what I'm saying? I found out maybe 2 days ahead of time because my wife couldn't take the heat no more, and my boy Moan
Good, you
couldn't,
ain't blaming that shit on me.
my boy Moan couldn't keep his mouth shut. But apparently, they went ahead, and told me Zoe, Moan, Gad, LV, and Kyle all pulled up on me the same week I got back. So it was almost like a continuation of a vacation. You know what I'm saying? They came here for the Super Bowl. It was a very eventful 2 to 3 weeks that I had. And then we moved forward to when they were here, which is why I'm in my new spot. My office is pretty small, and my wife thought, it would be better if I had a bigger space for when company comes over because I'm usually the one with the most company. So right now my room's in
Brian, what's
shambles,
happening,
but
bro?
you know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm in here. But that's that's been my life over the last couple of weeks. Just things are finally slowing down as far as outside things, but um, regular life is finally starting to slow down.
All
So
right.
that's what's been going on with me, man. Oh, and
All
this
right.
this right here, for those that haven't, let
Cup
me
of
tell you
joy.
something. Tell you something. This right here,
Oh, you got some more.
Oh wow, yeah, I gotta find that.
Brody,
It's
Mark,
good, bro.
Mark. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I gotta find that.
Ice
It's
or
good.
ice and lemonade. That's
But I
it.
don't think when I tasted, you didn't mix nothing with it.
I
We just
mixed
had it
up.
straight
That's what
up.
I'm saying. Either way,
Yeah.
I
peach
gotta
used
go
to be
get it.
my favorite. Oh, dude. So when they were here, we went to the liquor store naturally because that's what we do when we get together. And when I got there, they was like, "Yeah, this just came out today." And I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try it." Blackberry. The first thing that came in my mind, I was like, it's gonna taste like cough syrup. But it was actually really, really good. So
You get some Mama One in DR now?
I did. Chris, they were pushing the Mama Juana on me, and one of my coworkers told me about Mama Juana. They said when you get there, you got to try it. It's spice infused rum, like dead ass. When you look at the bottle, it's like filled with what looks like dirt and sticks, but it's all spices. And I mean, it's sweet, but you can taste. But dude, it was
Heard.
hella good. It was
All right.
hella good.
Somebody
So
wipe their nuts in a jar and you just drink it. Okay. I
hey,
got
listen. If that's what I was on vacation, I was on vacation. All right.
I
Um,
tell you what, the one positive thing about being in North Carolina, and I hate to say it, was we was able to get Douce
what?
XO for $150, bro. We bought
Mm,
like four of them bottles.
mm.
That is very true. We
We
spent a
bought a
lot of
lot of the
money
bad boys.
on alcohol while
So
they were here.
I was actually surprised. I was really surprised, and I even called another homeboy. He was like, "You got to send me some here, because here they like 250, 300.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
So I
it's a
was really
double the
surprised to see
price.
that.
Hey
Yeah,
Chris, that's insane, man. That's amazing. I tell you what, the culture out there in the DR is insane. They're very hospitable. Um, and wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Making her like Rockwilder. Okay, all right. Well,
That's what's up.
I, I
Great
I'm not
information.
gonna
just
try,
just tell
right?
them very
I don't
veiny.
know. I'm gonna spend a 1K on trying some Mama Wanna, but it is very it's good information to know. I do plan on going back to the DR eventually. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Costa Rica in April, so
Yeah, you are.
we'll see what they have out there.
Yeah, I'll be in Dublin, Georgia in July. So I'm looking forward to that. It's for the wife's family reunion.
How far is
So
Dublin from you, Mark?
Uh, what?
Dublin,
Dublin,
Georgia.
Georgia.
I don't know. I don't think I even heard of this shit. It's funny. You
I
know,
thought it was probably 4 hours or something
yeah, I
like
was
that.
about to say, I'm trying to think. Cause
You
I
say if you
know,
could slide
I
past Mark's
know,
house and grab me one of them things off the shelf.
cause I ain't gonna lie. I know, next month for vacation, I'm gonna be at my job working. And then after that, then they're gonna have me go and I'm gonna travel up the street for like about 30 minutes, right back at work. It's supposed to be 5, man. So I'm, you know what I mean? I like to see what else, I like to
Are you
see
still
what
at the
else.
same job, Mark?
Huh?
Are you still at the same job?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Better
Better
pay, so
hours, or they still sticking
yeah,
it
the
to you?
pay went up, so I guess I'm good with that.
Oh,
Hey,
no. No
listen,
wonder you got on here
that's
smiling.
No,
that's what's up.
it's different. I'm somewhere else, man.
That's what's up, man. Um, getting higher pay is always the move. Shit. Uh, Carly, I'm looking forward to that. I'm
Leisha,
hoping
what's
that
happening?
the scenery is like no other one. When I go, it's gonna be just me and the wife. Which this is not a trip that I'm paying for, so I don't want people on here thinking that I'm just out here blowing money left and right. Um,
Why you
Volkswagen of
got it done?
America is actually
Ash,
bringing
what's
me and the
happening?
wife
It's my
to go to
cousin.
Costa Rica for what I did last year. So big ups to V Dub. You know what I'm saying, for recognizing your boy. Oh, plus while we were on our break, also hit President's Club too. So through Volkswagen. So this year's been a little insane for me, man. I cannot say I've ever had a year like this where I felt like things are just actually aligning. It's always, I'm not gonna say always, but it's a lot of just crap. I walk through a lot of crap, but
All right.
very appreciative for a turnaround. Last year was not this way, so I'm on a cloud right now. I appreciate that, Carly. Thank you.
All right, Mike. What was your week like, bro? Sunday to Sunday. Or did you already say it already?
I mean,
Working home. Working
it would,
home.
it would work, man. You know what I'm saying? It
You
would
ain't
work.
collecting enough? I know one thing.
You know
You
something.
got Tekken?
To be dead honest, we went. I took Amber to this Odyssey and Curiosity show. It was down here in Atlanta,
I saw that.
downtown, and it was pretty interesting to see the different things that was out there. It was very crazy. Amber got to staple $5 to this man's arm, and it was very weird. So that was
Wow.
strange. Yeah, it was very strange. It was a
What?
weird.
Look,
It
look.
was crazy. It was just crazy. So
If
that
Wait,
Amber
was
want to
interesting.
staple stuff, I can come there with a whole cowboy outfit on, with my
wait.
booty hanging out to your house, and
I
Amber can
figured.
stab a bunch of dollar signs on me.
I figured that
That's a
much.
lie.
I
It's a
figured
lot. It's a
something
lot of
weird.
area for her to find to stab on me.
I figured that much. It was kind of weird. I was like,
That
"Where
is.
is Ramon?" I figured you was gonna jump out like a curtain or something, like roll out, like "Rah!" But it didn't happen. So, uh,
I'm
Man, he
just
was gonna
saying,
be
man.
there as the clown from Spawn.
yeah,
I was gonna
literally
get in
the
a
clown,
cape, but it was
literally
gonna be a
monkey and
really big
everything.
cape, and I
Yeah,
was gonna hop out.
that's it.
But I was gonna hop out legs first, and then
Cape
he started.
cape made from a blanket.
Pretty much, pretty much. But it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. You know,
I could be blank a stripper blank man for Amber.
I don't
I,
think so.
I
That's so
don't
nasty.
I don't think that.
Oh,
I made sure the pants tight enough.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. That's kind
um,
of nasty. That's kind of nasty. But
all right.
it was decent. I'm here though. I'm here.
All
Well, that's what's up,
right.
man. At least you getting out, man. I know we had talked about that before, man. Everybody has to start getting out, man.
Yeah.
We stay at
So
home. We stay homebound, man. You gotta find a way to release a little bit of
that's
something.
all I've been doing though. Like I don't really go nowhere no more. I just
I
stay at
really
home.
don't.
I mean I got a football team, right? Well, not for basketball team. I got 3 kids. I got a wife. So it's been really hard for me to get out like I used to. And luckily I got things that I can do. Like I told you, I just kind of been watching Netflix and uh, Crunchyroll and playing the game.
That's
And
real.
I've just been just satisfied with that. I haven't really been looking to going out nowhere.
I haven't.
You know, yeah, just
Uh,
I don't know. I guess we're at that age now where it's kind of like you look outside and then you look at what you got at home and it's like I kind of just enjoy my little cave down here. I
that is true.
don't really want. I don't
That is
really want to
true.
go nowhere.
I'm in here every day. Like I'm in here every day.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
playing the
listen, you
game,
gotta have
watching
your own
Netflix,
place.
anything new. I just been
I
in
mean,
here.
it does something to your mental though. Like when you got a place you can escape, bro, it's like you're a little bit just satisfied.
Yeah, it's about to. Matter of fact, this is about to get a turnaround. I'm actually ordered a bunch of stuff to come in, and when they get in here, I'm probably gonna start rearranging
When to
it.
get there, me and Ralph will come there. We'll help you organize. We'll
No,
take stuff
stop,
off your
stop,
hands.
stop. No.
What the-
But I got the stuff
what,
coming
man?
here. I got the stuff coming here.
Let
I'm
us
gonna
know.
rearrange.
Look, if you need us to move the shelf, take the lights down, put them
No,
somewhere.
I don't.
I'll bring a
I'm okay.
bag for a couple of superheroes.
I'm
You know
okay.
what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I'm okay.
hey, you lucky my background's tore up right now, because right over here in this faded area you can't see over there with my Soups is hanging out. Let me see if I
I
he's
don't
hanging
even
out
care. I don't care. I
he's
don't
hanging
care.
out up here. There you
I
go. You
don't.
see him?
I know we may have to go get them. We may
No,
have to
we
go
don't
get
have to
them.
go get them.
You see
But
him?
this is all about to get a turnaround. That's gonna
Right
get
there.
a
There
turnaround.
goes Soups.
I don't
Right
care
there.
about Scoop. It's gonna get a turnaround very soon.
Mark took about a $90 to $150 loss on that toy.
Hey, that's
You
not
know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it'll appreciate, and then he gonna call you and cuss you out
No,
when you
all
bring
this
it
shit
back.
go up. All everything goes up. I'm sorry,
And
everything goes
it's
up in value.
one item, that one that
he's
Everything
go
free,
goes
up.
in
man.
value.
He can always call me, and Soups would be happy to fly back to ATL, man.
I
Always
wouldn't
happy
even
to
care
fly
about none of that stuff. I'd kill you and then come over here and get it.
back.
Bet. Because
Why
you know I get his car if he die. I
Why
can't
you
wait when you go kill him.
Why am I getting murdered in this whole situation, bro?
We got some insurances.
Y'all know everything.
But that was
Y'all
that.
ain't
That was
shit,
that. It was
man.
pretty decent. Pretty decent. So I got a lot of stuff coming in, so I can start rearranging this. I'm gonna have an '80s wall with a lot of like Inspector Gadgets, Thundercats, and stuff like that.
That's fire.
I'm gonna have that going on with some lights. I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm probably gonna end up
What is those premium statues, Mark? Is it Primo One? What's the name of those folks?
Primal One
Primo One.
Studio.
Them things
They
expensive. You got any one of
they're
those?
very expensive. The ones I
Yeah.
want, they're very expensive. 5 and up, five
I
to
tell you
about.
what, I want that $7,000 Goku statue. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
accomplish
know
that
you
one
keep
day.
talking about it. You don't want that.
Man,
Just
I'm
leave it
telling you,
where it's at.
I want it sitting right here, standing
No,
over me, and I want it to be the worst investment ever, dog. And I would be so happy.
go.
Wife would kill me and hate me the
Yeah,
rest
she
of my
probably
life, but I'll
will.
be
She
happy as
probably will
hell.
kill
That's
you.
right. That
She
She'll
one
be
probably
right
like,
will
there,
kill you.
that
yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
So and
that's
she'll
fine.
probably be like, you go ahead, you can sleep with Goku. I'll be happy as hell to do that.
okay. I'm gonna need you to enter a pause there. Uh,
That is not a good choice.
wait,
I will talk
listen.
you out
It's a
of it. Just
wonderful
leave it where
choice.
it's at.
He's looking for that. I'm looking to purchase one of these, and damn it, I needed to show up. Y'all not understand. It's a
Oh, it's a pew
vector,
pew. Okay.
Oh, okay.
but it's a
Oh,
vector,
okay.
like
Okay.
actually from Call of Duty, and
Okay.
it's a real vector, full automatic with silencer attached. I
I
don't
need
know
to
how
go
I'm
to
gonna
the
get.
gun range.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it. That's
I
just some of the things I want.
I know how I'm gonna get Goku. I just gotta, I gotta beat a couple games first in case I get divorced.
Beat a couple games. I've never seen anybody glitch like you glitching right now, though. I mean, all jokes aside, like
That's because it's coming to
you over here,
fruition.
like you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a kind of like a short seizure that you're having.
So
I,
what you do, Mom? What did you do for the week, man? What did you do?
yeah, because
Uh,
we've been gone from the show for over a month, right? We've been gone
It's
since
been a
the
while.
playoffs of the Super Bowl. For those
oh
that
yeah,
didn't,
that was another thing. The Super Bowl. Like, how y'all feel about the Lions though? Let's just get that out the way.
well,
I'm actually proud of
before
them.
before we get to that, we took a break because of the playoffs. because the Lions were in it. During the break, we decided we were going to change some things, um, but then we never really talked about changing the things because it was so wrapped up in the playoffs. Then during the break, we also got feedback. And then during feedback, it was like, all right, well, we're going to change some things. And we still hadn't changed anything. We're still working on changes for those that are listening and watching still. Um, Changes will be the intro, the outro, pictures, the way we stream, the whole nine. Um, I've actively been working on it myself. And I just want people to know that I know we said we are going to make changes during our first podcast of the year, and you didn't see a lot. They are coming. I promise you that. And hopefully y'all like them, But the biggest thing I want to tell everybody that watches us and that are part, we don't know what we don't know. So please give us feedback, man. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what you think. You know what I'm saying? We could think that things are perfect because you ask me, I thought we had a fire show. At least we had fire people in the whole nine. Um, but I don't know what I don't know. None of us do. So for those that gave us feedback, we appreciate that. It gives us a direction to go. It gives us clarity when we're in situations we didn't know were problems. Um, the whole nine. But we are absolutely nothing without y'all, and we can't be anything more than that if we don't know that we're making mistakes or having issues. All right. But with that being said, I'll jump back to what Moan said. I am proud of the Lions. The Lions is everybody's team that's on the podcast for the simple fact we are from Detroit. I know a lot of people, especially people from my job, thought that I would be upset because the Lions lost at the end. Y'all don't understand. The Lions have never been this far since I've been alive. So for me to be upset that they lost is crazy. Yeah, it'd have been great if they won the Super Bowl. Cool. But we've never been this far. We were one game away from the Super Bowl. Has never happened. So I'm proud of the boys, man.
I think if they keep what they kept last year to this year, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Um, and I'm looking forward to that.
I'm
I'm not a
pro-
sports guy. We have our sports podcast, and I'm just going off of me using common sense. Don't change nothing for last year. That's all I care about.
I mean, I ain't gonna
Leave it
lie.
the same.
I'm proud of them, and I could bet any amount of money. I mean, we can argue this all day. Had the Lions went to the playoffs, I bet 10 that probably would have been an epic show. Like I'm not knocking what already was, but if it was the Lions that went, it probably would have been big
You
time.
mean
Like
to the Super
it
Bowl,
would have
not the
been
playoff?
big
They
time.
was in the playoff.
I think everybody would have tuned into that. I mean,
Yeah,
straight up and down. Like I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
I mean,
I
it
was
was
just
like
like,
that. We got that back in 2004 when the Pistons won. City went crazy.
Oh, dude, we were downtown. I remember
Yeah,
going downtown mid game. Was like, yo, it's it's a wrap. I already know we about to win. And as soon as they won, we were listening to the radio. It was
it
me,
was crazy downtown.
couple of yeah, bruh.
Mhm.
The street erupted with people,
yeah. I
and I
just hate that
know
lead they had, man. Like they had a good lead, man. They had a
they
great
did.
lead. They had the game. They had the game. But I'm glad they made it, man. I'm really glad they made it. But I wish it would have been another way that would have turned out.
You know,
What you mean the Lions sold? So what?
hey, look, I was gonna ask them, what the fuck that mean? They
I
been
mean,
us
Anyway,
still,
we do
been us still, they been us still shit.
we do got a voting poll up, and the question was, did you guys miss us? And I had three answers, right? We were wondering where y'all went. It didn't bother me, or don't do it again. A lot of people said was wondering where y'all went. So thank you for the love on that one. And
Oh,
we got a
thank
few
you.
votes on
Mm.
that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I said, glad to be back, man. Yeah, we was downtown immediately.
They sold the game. We made no adjustments.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm
Keep it
with
where
that.
it's at.
I'm with
I
that.
think it'd
You
be
know what I'm
stupid to change anything that they
saying?
had. They just need to work on them passes that they dropped to make them give up the game. I didn't understand that.
My
I
man's
was
did
so
have the ball bounce off his helmet. and my man
No,
just so
no,
happened
I
to
don't
be
care
there
about
to
that.
grab
That's
it.
an outlier, right? I'm talking about the 2 or 3 passes after that. Like it was right to it. He just dropped it. I was like, oh my god,
I mean,
that
when
right there
you
would have been solid.
they were terrified, dog. They were terrified of the dub. That's what that was. They was like, "Oh God, we're gonna win. We ain't never did that before. Put it back. Put it back. I don't want it. I don't know what to do with this."
Man, what's happening? Yeah.
M to the B.
Yo,
All right, so with what's you guys plans for the rest of the year? I mean, that's a very good question. We already heard what you doing, Ralph. What about you, Mark? Hold on.
make some
When you
changes.
plan on coming to the D?
I don't know. My mom been out here since what last year,
So your mom
Halloween.
doesn't
I
stay no
still
more.
got
She
her
staying
out
with
here.
you
She's
guys.
still here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hey,
Does she
Mark,
still have
we
the house
talked
back
about
in
that
back
though,
She
right?
there?
don't. She don't really care for me. She don't really care for us being up there like that. She liked to come here. Unfortunately, everybody that I really was growing up with ended up leaving. It's only a handful that's still there. But and I always said I was gonna come back up there. It's just my mom. She doesn't like it when I'm there because it's just it's not safe to her notions. So and especially some of the stuff the way I carry myself. She never really liked me being up there like that. I've been in a few situations last time I visit where it didn't get nothing crazy, but I would literally had to know my surroundings and um, yeah, had to leave that spot quick because it was about to go down.
So
And
do
it don't
you
even be
think
nothing.
you?
Like I said, I love my city. I most definitely do, but it's just she don't like
Well, the
me up
next
there.
reunion you gotta come. We had a
I
ball.
pray to. I pray to. I really do. I was really trying to get there, but I don't know about nobody else. But money was just dumb. It was just dumb. I had my
Oh, we
money in
all been there.
everything but fun. My money was in everything but fun. Like that was the sad part about it. Like you ever got paid and was broke?
Uh,
So it was literally
yeah,
that. Like
You talking about what still happens from time to time?
yeah,
right.
it
I
still
was gonna
happens
say,
from
dude,
time to
don't get
time.
it
It
twisted.
still happens from time to time. You
Yeah,
are broke
get
before
it
you get
twisted,
paid.
bro.
So it was ups and downs,
I
man.
remember, I remember those days back then when like I had to check that day and it was gone five
Yeah,
minutes later from all the bills.
yeah,
So and that's
You,
before inflation was as crazy as it is now. And
yeah.
then
Place is
what's
stupid.
crazy is that I'm successful, my wife's successful, and then sometimes you kind of gotta wonder, like, uh, I don't think I should be having a hard time right now with the way things are. And there's so many documentaries on social media and Facebook and all that of all of us. Like I think all of us has made more than what our parents made. And it's kind of like it kind of still scares you a little bit in the direction that the economy is going. And it's like everything is up like 20%. I mean it's starting to stabilize a little bit now, but it's not gonna, like I told y'all before, it's gonna go up here and it's not gonna go back. People gotta live, you gotta have money, you gotta buy food and clothing. So you can't stop it.
Can't stop it.
yeah. Well,
Everything going up but the pay. That's one thing I've been telling people.
I mean, and that's kind of the case, right? I had a discussion with some of my guys, and they
Hmm.
said, a raise would be real good right about now. In order for me to keep up with inflation, I would need a 2.8% raise
Mhm.
for my current rate that I'm getting paid now. And it doesn't sound insane, but
Nick,
you
what's
know,
happening?
that means literally everybody needs to get at least a $5 to $6 raise
Mhm.
minimum. And if you're at minimum wage, you need at least a $10 to $15 raise. So interest rates and the way that everything is set up right now is so insane. It's so hard to live, man. It's hard to live comfortably.
There
That's
was something
why
I saw on TikTok where it went through all 50 states of what's the most expensive, what's the least expensive.
Right.
I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what was the most expensive place to live.
gotta be Cali or New
Is it
York.
Cali or New York?
Hawaii.
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 Ah,
Hawaii.
I don't never
They
count
said you
them.
had to at least make 120 to 150,000 to
Mm,
live normal in Hawaii.
mm-mm.
And then Cali was like 71,000 and all the numbers have changed to actually live comfortable in, but I don't know what they consider comfortable.
Comfortable,
It was
and that's
just,
the
yeah,
thing.
they was doing mathematics.
Jesus, that's bad.
Being comfortable, I think, is a lot different than what we want, right? We want to be more than comfortable. We want the cars we want. We want the things we want. We want the
Right.
places we want. That's not comfortable. That's just living for what you want. Living comfortable means you got a roof over your head, you got food, your bills paid, right? You
what
got big necessities, but you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You're not struggling.
what was pretty funny uh in North Carolina, they were saying that is a place you could live comfortable and have a luxury life at the same time. The way they kind of named it, and they
Hmm.
said the pay you should make is at least 65,000 or something like that. And I was that's pretty interesting. And somewhere like I forgot what it was, like either it's Kentucky or something, where they say you can make 30 grand and live a normal life. I don't know about that one,
That means you out there with the guys playing the banjos, my boy. Ding 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 ding
I
ding.
don't think you're getting much down.
Y'all blowing across glass bottles and making tunes for 30
yeah.
grand, my boy.
Yeah, you'd
Well,
be
I
surprised.
mean,
Vegas was like out of 50, Vegas was it was surprising. Vegas and Florida was in the 30s. And I was like, "Oh, wow." So they're like they saying it's kind of affordable depending on where you are in the state though. Uh,
that's crazy, bro, because I see the cost of things here and it's just I can't imagine living off of what you just said. I mean, don't get me wrong, 60K is a decent wage, but for the things that I want and the things I want to provide for my family, right? I can't imagine. I just want more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that's the other problem, right? We all just out here looking for more. We could probably live comfortable with less stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the way we grew up and the things we've been through, we don't want less stuff. We want more stuff. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to go here, want to be able to go there, instead of just sitting at the crib, comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it all is situational, man. I think it's situational. I can't settle. That's why
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
always
think
looking for more.
yeah,
never.
settling is I've done it before. I'm not gonna even hold you up, especially in my younger days when I didn't know no better and I thought I was at the job that I had to be at, and
Hmm.
I never thought at the point that I don't need this and there's more to life than this job. And that job actually took advantage of me for years because I was just oblivious to that, you know. And then when I finally stepped out into the world and got something else, next thing you know, I was flying business trips to Saudi Arabia, and I was my own downfall. And I one of our coworkers realized, because at the job, I'm not gonna tell you who it is because I don't want to put them out there because I got a lot of people that still work here. But one of the jobs, this how bad it was. I was really young, and I worked there for 9 years, 12-hour days, 6 days a week. Never had a lunch and never went to vacation. I always worked straight through because I couldn't. They wouldn't even allow me to take a lunch because how much work I was doing, and I was stupid enough, at the time being young, just be like, well, I guess it's just how work is. And then people around me were finding success, and I was still making, and I never had a raise in 9 years, and I was still making $8 an hour. Took
Mm.
full advantage of me. And then one of the guys told me, it was like, well, Mo, he was like, hey, if you want to do something with yourself, bro, you don't want to go out there and get it. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. And that right there is when I made the choice to go out there and look. And then my whole life changed. And I know there's a lot of people who are in that situation. All it takes for you to take a step. And I found all my success without school. I know school is needed, but I get where the type of work that I do because of I work so hard to get there. Everybody path may not be the same way as mine, but I beat out people with degrees and everything because I have more experience than everybody. I've been in the automotive game for a long time since what was it 2007, and
Uh,
I'm still in the game.
yeah,
So
2007.
Yeah,
yeah,
it take a lot. It take a
no,
lot to beat off people with degrees. But anyways, I do want to get
Yeah,
into a particular.
I caught that. I caught.
I set myself up for that one.
Take a lot.
Oh, I hate Mark with
they
a passion.
require they require a little bit more expertise.
Yeah, you
They
got
got
to
a
reach
degree,
around to
that
get it.
they've been to school for it, that. So you really got to know how to handle things. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to get the job
I'm just saying. I
done.
mean, he said it. I didn't. I mean,
That's facts. That is facts. You did say that, Doc.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't even know that you did that, my dude. I mean,
I hate this food. I really do.
I'm listening.
that's
Go to hell, man.
one thing you gotta know. For those that don't know us, one thing you gotta know. You got to watch what you say, bruh. Everything.
Especially around these fools. Especially around there.
I mean, listen. Sometimes all it takes is just a statement, and it's a wrap. Perfect example. During the Super Bowl, I didn't say anything. All I said was, "Moan, Moan, you going to
No,
hell."
no, because I see you about to make up this whole thing.
And
Mark, I'm talking to
and
Mark now. I'm talking to Mark.
that's all I
Mark,
said, Mark.
Mark.
All I said, Mom, you going to hell. Literally, all I said. That was it. I didn't say another
Mark,
word. I
this
didn't
is
say
what
a
I was doing.
statement.
You got to look at me, bro.
No, don't try to
No,
make
no,
get
no,
to
no.
that.
I'm gonna give him the whole story, right?
Man, why are you
Look, you
glitching
see
so
this
bad,
screen
man?
right here? You
I'm
see this
like,
screen right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's Ralph. This is Ralph's TV. I'm sitting in
hey,
front of
wait,
it
wait,
like
wait,
this,
wait, wait. Hey, just
watching
be
the
careful
TV.
what you say, that.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. So, so anyway, somebody was on TV. That was it was
What you gonna
unfortunate,
say, that?
right? So I'm chilling, and I hear a noise in the background. Yes, dog, you going to hell? And I look back at him, and and then he started laughing first, and then I started laughing, and then we couldn't stop laughing. I'm
Oh, this is what I wanted to do.
I'm laughing at him.
Nope.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I wanted to get on. This is literally why I'm here today because of because of certain things. Certain things we. Let me just make this clear, okay? Because with some of the feedback that I was getting. Is it okay if I get into this? Can I jump into this? This is a good time, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Some of the feedback that I was getting, Ralph told me, and I'm like, wow, and it's from feedback from people
You
who
want the big
actually
screen, dog?
tunes in and watch it. They tune in and always watch this. They just, and, so and in our mind we think, okay, well, if they keep coming back, we're doing something good. So that's another thing. Like if you keep coming back and we're doing something that you don't like, we don't know that you don't like it, and we never come in to offend. We never come in to have you leaving feeling uncomfortable. That's never our intentions, and I do want to clear that up. But we never have the intentions to make anyone of our viewers feel uncomfortable because y'all spend time with us, and y'all give us that time. So and I'm just being straight to it. We might say the N word because it's just we're comfortable speaking amongst you guys. Like we're comfortable speaking with the audience. So sometimes we find ourselves in this place where there's no filter because we live our life out there every day with filters. So when we get on this show, this podcast, and we have a great audience, we feel comfortable enough to take that filter off. And we're never in a situation where we want to offend or have anybody feel uncomfortable with any comment or anything we say. When the way we were growing up, we're very dark humor individuals. You fall down the steps, we laughing. And that's just the nature of the beast. We're not trying to be mean or anything of that nature. But at the same token, whenever I hear like I might narrate a story. I might narrate a story and talk about how a certain individual speaks to certain other individuals. And as I'm narrating that story, I might use the word bitch or something like that. It's not to offend any genuine woman. And I really want to state that any genuine woman, it's not to offend that. And it's a hard word because there's a lot of words that's probably noted, but that's one of them. And I never have the intentions to have anybody feel like, oh man, he's calling women bitches again or this, that, and the third, because that's not my intention at all. It really, like I said, growing up, some of the women I was around, whenever they would hear the phrase bitch, they wouldn't feel anything because they felt I'm not a bitch. So it doesn't apply to me. But the nature of the conversation, I understand. So that's just how I jump into certain things. It's almost like if I hear a woman like, "Oh, all guys are dogs," blah 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 blah. I don't get my ruffles, like I don't get my feathers ruffled because I'm looking like, well, I'm not a dog, so you get what I'm saying. So, but at the same token, that's just what I was good at being around, where I would hear certain dialogues and I wouldn't take offense to it because I feel like it didn't apply to me because of my nature. But to say that, I do deeply apologize. I mean, all of us, we deeply apologize if we ever said anything to offend you, if we
Mhm.
say anything to make you feel uncomfortable, if we put you in a place where you left this show and you're like, wow, I really don't like those guys, because that's not what our intentions to do. I swear that's not what we're doing. So when it do come to the language, the way we speak and provide certain things, I swear to God, we will use a different tunnel. We're not saying that we're going to filter it or anything that like that, but we are going to start using a different narrative instead of just saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. And we laugh about it. And then y'all leave feeling like, whoa, that was weird. We're going to start looking more so of the muffles, like, the way everything is received. So I do want to say that. I mean, this is to any female fan, any male fan, any fan that was ever on this thing and they felt uncomfortable about anything. It's a deep apology. Like I say a lot of stuff. I know I say a lot of stuff. I know I know I tread into the deep side of coupe buses and the buses being a little too small and it's only one person that can ride it. But it's not to offend anybody. It's just literally like deep down in your soul, you probably laugh. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of funny. And you probably have laughed at somebody that was uh but
Challenged.
I
Challenged.
digress.
Yes.
I
Challenged.
digress. We are very dark heart. And I do
Yeah.
apologize for that because a lot of people are not dark heart in a lot of different ways. But let me say that and let me get that clear. We do apologize if that is a place that we put you in. If you felt second nature about certain things that we said, we do deeply apologize because that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to say, oh, let's get all our good friends here and make them feel uncomfortable. That's not it. So thank you for the feedback on that behalf. And we will moving forward on my behalf, mine. I mean, I hope they follow, but I will choose my dialogue a little bit better. So
And this is why I said earlier in the show, um, feedback is very important. We don't know what we don't know. Like Mark said, when we all get together, and it's just the fellas around, we talk a
Oh,
lot
look at that,
of
Mark. Got some
trash,
results, bro. Good shit. Good
and
stuff.
we're very uncut. And like Mark said, we gotta. You talk about a sense of humor, it gets real dark.
it does. Please don't pull
Like
up any old episodes. Please,
there's
please.
a lot of
I'm about to
people
clip
I
a
would
bunch of them right
not
now.
really have around when me and my boys are around because I know that someone is going to get offended. Hell, I even got a sign. I can't find it because my room's a mess, but it says, warning, my comments may offend you. You know, um, but like I said, with the feedback that I received recently, and boy, it was a lot. Um,
Excuse
I
me.
don't, I don't know what I don't know, right? And I don't want anyone to wait until it's a serious problem or we've pissed people off and you're like, I'm never coming back. Because when you don't show up, I'm still gonna send you an invite. And if I don't know why I shouldn't be sending you an invite, you're gonna get an invite.
Yeah.
So you gotta tell me like, hey, yo, that was a cool show, but this, that, and the third, that wasn't cool. Now, understand, like Mark said, I'm not gonna filter everything. People are just going to be naturally offended by some things.
Yeah.
There are some things that I know that we reach out, we may say that, anybody could be offended by, right? I'm not going to tailor everything to everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We cannot do that. Then this wouldn't be the Any and Everything podcast. However, I will do my best not to be offensive to anyone involved or anyone that watches.
Right.
Because once again, I'm not trying, like Mark said, we don't try to get all our friends here and people that watch us just to say, hey, let's find a new way to offend people. That's not what this show's all about. So with Mark, I apologize. You know, I know I may not say as much, but boy, let me tell you, if I said everything I was thinking, I'd be canceled immediately just off the jokes alone. But Once again, everything that was said before today's episode, understand they were all jokes. They weren't anything to purposely pinpoint or piss people off, but apparently some of the things we said have. So I apologize. All right. Um, well,
Oh,
none of us are
so
really pimps.
never mind. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna run it.
I don't know how that like.
And for the most people that know this, they know that I may know of some past hoes, but
Yeah,
I don't stay in touch with them, and I don't speak on it. So it
I
just
didn't say it.
yeah,
I didn't
it's
say it.
just weird. I'm surprised you got that out of that. Pimps and whores. It's just not a thing that we would
Partay
glorify.
in.
Yeah, that's just
I mean, I would get pornographic. I get that, but I wouldn't
very
necessarily
very
jump into the
pornographic. I
dark
would like to
realm
see
of what
pornographic.
that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, and this is what I want to say because I love every individual woman that shows up to this show because all of you are very intelligent. And let me get that out the way too. Y'all are very intelligent. The fact that y'all come here to get a perspective on anything is to me like, wow, that's nice. I really appreciate that. So it's just I need you to hear me and understand this. We are not gonna say, let's get all these beautiful women here. And when they get here, all of them gonna be bitches. It's not like we're not doing that. Like
And that's the
that's
part.
not the case.
That's the part
Please,
I'm
I
not.
don't want y'all
I
to think
mean, I'm not
that.
gonna say I'm not understanding, but I don't. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like I don't want anybody to have the perception that we think that Charlotte bitches and hoes like ever. Like when we have these stories and we talk, it's 9 times out of 10 is either some fictional shit or some shit that happened a long time ago. It is never the thought like, oh, shut up, bitch, and then it's someone that we know. It's a story, but once again, the fact that I had received that feedback that was a problem from multiple people,
Let
we
Mark
will
do it to
we'll
me.
slide back on that.
No,
Mark
because
Mark is
sometimes I'm not gonna lie, because
Mark
sometimes
is gonna have a hard time.
no,
Okay.
no. Listen to me, because like I said, this. I'm really being genuine. It's been times where I have made certain scenarios, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lone wolf because a lot of times I would say certain things, and they would pick up on something that it wasn't meant to be that way. Like I had a story where I was like, "Yeah, he come home and you in the kitchen, and he start cussing you out," and they're like, "Why she gotta be in the kitchen?" I'm like, "It's not meant to say all women belongs in the kitchen. It's just a scenario that I put in my head that I put out there, like." You get what I'm saying? So
No, I hear you.
it's never meant to be that way. Like it's never like I swear to God, I never want to have a woman feel like she's on this show or she's watching this thing and we're better than you because we're men. Like I don't ever want that to cross your mind that we're talking down to you or y'all not in the placement of us. Like if I was being genuine, we hold y'all higher than ourselves a lot of times because it's a lot of stuff y'all do that we don't mention. And I'm sorry, we don't
I don't think
mention
they
it.
know that. I don't think they know that.
It's a lot
I
of
don't
stuff
think they
y'all do that we
believe that,
do
which is
appreciate.
weird because I feel like y'all should know that, and maybe we don't express that.
Yeah,
And I'm
well,
not
don't
talking
y'all
about on
know
the
that?
podcast. I'm talking about in general. Like I really do put women in a much higher standard than guys, But once again, I know that it's not something that's normally said, especially in a group of guys that, hey, oh yeah, by the way, she way smarter than us, by the way. I know it's not normally said, but I promise you that most guys really think that well, not think, no. A lot of times y'all are smarter than us. Y'all got a few, that can't pass nothing, but so do we. But I guarantee you, we all think much higher to y'all than y'all actually
Yeah,
think.
please, Jesus, know that. Please, God, I don't ever. Please know
And the
that.
other thing too is it the meat jokes?
The what?
The meat jokes. Like if I talk about my meat, are y'all disturbed?
Are you talking about penis?
Yeah, like
Because okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying. So, like, okay, prime example. When we get into these situations, well, no, I'm just
it's
saying,
the
prime
pause.
example.
It
Okay,
was the pause, man.
it's like three scenarios. I'm gonna break it down. Okay, so instead of us going into like what he just did, is it the meat jokes? Is it what I'm talking about this? And I might be like, hey, I come in the house and I lay dick down. Y'all gonna hear something and not like it. I guess so. To better it, instead of going that way, it'd be like, hey, well, look, when I come in, my lady be happy with what I can provide. It's the same notion. Everything we said is the same
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
It's
It's
the
a good
same thing.
alternative.
But it's the dialogue that's used that don't feel comfortable. Like, oh yeah, I like slinging meat. Somebody gonna be like, oh, I don't like that phrase. Oh, dick. And you be like, oh, he used the D word. But then you got somebody that's like, yeah, I like, my girl, she like how I lay it down. And that might sit better with a lot of people. And that's what I mean when I say we're gonna start to, I guess, choose our narrative a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be hard for me. I say some shit and I just be like, I'm sorry. Like I swear I don't mean to do that. I swear I don't mean to do that, but I'm very dark-hearted.
Wait, you say you don't care about the men. Well. If it ain't anyway, y'all don't know about that one. A lot of people won't get it. Some people will get it anyway.
Okay. See, I'm glad she said that.
Here's the thing. We're asking these questions because we want to be better. All jokes aside, and we don't want to be offensive. But we also don't want to take away from what the show is all about. So feedback is very important. Us apologizing, that is sincere. We don't want anybody to feel offended by the things we say. And a lot of times we're not trying to offend anybody, they're just jokes. But I don't know that it's a problem unless you tell me, unless you tell us, unless you say, hey, y'all should probably scale back on that. Because sometimes I know I've been a part of a couple episodes. I'm like, oh, well, hell, we're canceled. It's over now. We've used some words. We've said some statements. I'm like, and that was a great show, guys. This was a great run. But clearly after this, YouTube's going to cancel. It didn't happen yet. Thank God. But we also don't want to get to that point. And like I said, it's something that we just don't know until you tell us. Anyway, with all that being said, we got about 6 minutes left of the show. Okay. Here moving forward, we're still going to talk about some crazy things. We'll just change the dialogue and the way
very much
we.
So. I mean, I'm thinking we got 6 minutes left. So I was going to let it out. I'm about to be like, you stupid ass. But no, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to let it out. I'm just going to,
Yes, hey, explosions.
Just get it out the system. But
get it all out of the way. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We're turning a new leaf, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thinking about for the next episode, there was a question that was asked, right? And a couple people have been put in the situation. And I would like to know what you guys think, right? A lot of us have friends, multiple friends, and then a lot of us have friends of the opposite sex. So someone posted, if your best friend of the opposite sex offered sex, right, and you didn't take it, would that change the dynamic of the friendship? Would y'all still be friends? Would you take it?
And that's next. That's next episode.
That's gonna be on next week's.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into
and give you time to think about it. Yeah. It is.
Please dive in, y'all. Please accommodate us on this topic. You know what I mean, and make sure y'all got y'all listening ears on, and know that it's gonna be a more healthier conversation for say. But
it's gonna be healthier, but it's gonna get special. See, practicing already. Look at that. Yeah. I didn't say the hard R word. So, Moan is really gonna have troubles. Moan is gonna have.
Look, I didn't say nothing. I let the moment happen.
Moan is going to have such a hard time, and I want you all to understand. Once again, we got on here when we first started this. This is raw, uncut. Okay.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Things that we've said have caused issues. We're going to try to change the way we are, but you have to give us time. Have to give us a little bit of understanding. We are going from what we were used to trying to change things to be for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, in the between time, one of our extended podcast members are asking to be a part of the show. Y'all all know who he is. It's going to be Vizzle LV. He's going to join us next week on that show. I think it's going to be a real interesting topic. I have my answers already. Um, but like I said, we're gonna talk about it next week. It's gonna be it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's also gonna be really interesting to see how we try to censor how we try to censor ourselves because I can see the mental struggle imploding out of Ramon's forehead right now.
I didn't say nothing.
He ain't said a word,
I
but I
ain't
can
said
see in his
nothing.
face. He's like, I don't know how I'm gonna survive.
No, it ain't that.
What is it, bro, boy? What is it? What is it?
I mean, look, what we got? 2 minutes. I feel, I feel like this. If there are people who are offended, I understand. I mean, everybody's content is not for everybody, right? And you do have other content that's not ours that gets a whole heck of a lot worse on a whole another disrespectful level, right? We're not that. I will say that, But also, if we have audience members who think we went a little too far, uh, I know that we can't please everybody, and I'm not going to be the guy that say if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm not gonna say that either. But you can't also you can't really change. Um, oh, I shouldn't say that. You can't expect for somebody to say something you one time and you're supposed to change your whole perception of yourself off of a certain individual. Now, as this podcast goes along, we do respect everybody, but at the same time, this is our content, um, and we are humane, right? So, if, like these guys, they apologize, and if I went too far, I would apologize. But I don't know to what extent um, that I will go. I personally, I don't want to get canceled for anything that we said, but I'm also not going to stop being who I am, But out of respect for people, I will, I'll try to behave. But I'm not making no promises.
You know
Here's
what?
how I'm gonna try.
Listen,
I promise to God I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna say I promise to God I'll try. And
for
Dale, you're
those
right.
that know us,
Because, well,
that
the
was
thing
that was
about it
very
is,
sincere coming from my guy because
the
both
thing
of these
about it is,
guys are pretty raw and uncut, and y'all are asking for a diet version
yeah.
of these two. And once again, I understand that like
Well,
Mo said,
but also our
we
show is
can't
built
please
on how we
everybody.
are, though. Our show is built on how we are.
Yeah.
Now, can we make changes? Of course, we make changes all the time. And if that's something that we need to take out, that's not that we're losing about, then definitely. But also, you guys subscribe because of how we are. So it's kind of that. Who am I going to please at this point? You would hear any other YouTuber say, "Well, this is my channel. If you don't like it, then just don't come in here." I'm not going to say that, but I mean, it's just like you on a Facebook page. If you don't like what I say, then unfriend me. But I'm not saying that. But everybody managed their channel how they are, and I respect my guys for apologizing the way they did. And if it's something that I said, I truly apologize. But I can't guarantee if that's going to be the last. I would just be honest.
Oh, we gonna it's gonna be the last one of them words, and
Oh,
that's for
was
sure.
that? I agree to it because times have changed. Of course, there's a lot of things that I think has that we used to do back then are really offensive now. I get that, but
Oh,
that's all I
whatever.
can really
But
say.
we do need constant feedback. Please
Yeah,
do not let
feedback
it
is
go
the
into
key.
the
We've said that since the beginning. We
constant
said that since the
feedback.
beginning. So this fool said we don't respect us teachers. So, but I'm not gonna stop calling these guys bitches. I'm not gonna stop that.
I can
and they some hoes. This one and that one. So, I'm just being honest.
motherfucker. I'm sorry, piece of shit. Anyway, with that being said, we're an hour and 2 minutes in, man. Once again, we appreciate all y'all that have stuck with us through all the BS, the good, the bad. Glad for all of the feedback and hopefully we can start bringing you a better podcast, but not lose ourselves in the process. Don't forget, please. And if you already are, tell a friend. Tell them, it's going to be a new show. It's going to be different people on there. They're going to be different guys. They won't be so offensive. Maybe
I mean,
we'll
I can do
see.
my, I can pull
We'll
a sit
see.
out, dog, to get to spice it up.
All right. Well, in the meantime and in between time, y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all, and we are out of here. Deuces.